All right, everyone. We are live. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. And today we are going to jump right in from where we left off yesterday. And yesterday we wrote some preliminary website copy for our business, which is Pixel Media. And of course, that business is a creative services slash branding company. So I am going to jump right in, I'm pretty sure. Well, first of all, how are you doing today? How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing well. And one thing to note, this live stream today is actually going to be probably quite short. It's going to be the shortest one. We'll just kind of get through the copy here because I have a class that's starting this evening, and it's about like business finance. And I have a couple errands that I need to do before then as well, before it starts. So unfortunately, it's a little bit of a tight day. I went out earlier as well too this afternoon to go scout out some locations because I'm doing some filming for a client next week, which is going to be fun and exciting. So that's cool. So yeah, let's get into this. Where are we? Right here. I think this is where we are. Okay, so I cleaned this quite a bit from yesterday. So let's zoom this in because that's way too small. Can we get to 200%? There we go. Okay, let's just take this page by page. Okay, so, and I think I did a really good job because I was having a problem of really like articulating what it is that I wanted to say in very few amount of words, right? So I want to be able to get the message across without using a whole lot of words, basically. And, to really resonate with the person who's reading the website, just have like a little bit of an emotional response, being like, yeah, I am having those problems, or I do see how you can help me, do this or what have you. So with that being said, let's get into what we have so far and see if it's good. So in terms of the pages, there are 6 main pages: the home page, the work page, the services that we offer, so you can see what it is that we can do for you, the process, and I think the process should probably be right above work. The process dictates or gives you an idea of what it's going to be like when we work together. So you can get an idea of what it's going to be like. And of course, for any client that comes on board and is going to work with us, they're going to know what that process is like in greater detail, because obviously every process is a little bit different depending on what it is that the client wants, right? So this is more of a higher level overview of what the process is. So the journal, which is basically going to be like a news blog posting or articles, things like that, and then a contact us page. So they can get the process started on having discussions on if we are a good fit to work together. So the homepage, we have the big hero section here, and it's we build brands that make your customers fall in love with your business. So I'm hoping that someone who runs a business opens up the homepage, lands on Pixel, and it says, and they read, we build brands that make your customers fall in love with your business. Who doesn't want their customers to love their business, right? I think that's pretty strong. I think that's pretty impactful. And that's what we do, is we build the brands. And then from that, you have that strong brand that you're going to be able to deploy to your customers, and your customers are going to fall in love with your business, right? At the end of the day, then what does that translate to? Helping your business make more money at the end of the day, right? And then below that, Pixel is a national media agency with a human-centric approach to creating great brands. So what I'm trying to say here is a couple things. Number one, that we work nationally. So we work with clients all over the world, all over the country. And once I get to the point where I'm dealing with other clients outside of Canada, then I could say globally. I'd be happy to say that, but I don't want to lie because I'm not a global media agency, but I worked with people all the way from Vancouver to, British Columbia. Yeah, no, I think they were in Vancouver. Yeah, anyway, so Vancouver, then all the way out here, right? Out east. So everywhere in the middle. So I think it makes sense that we are a national media agency. And then the human-centric approach to creating great brands. What I'm trying to convey there is that the human-centric approach is number one, we're human with you, with the client, that we're constantly in communication and learning about what you're doing as a business owner, what you're trying to accomplish and how you're trying to reach your customers. And then the human-centric approach is thinking about your customers as humans and individuals as well too, because you need to be able to, like a great brand reaches in at the individual level, and there's something within the brand that connects with that person on a personal level to make them associate with that brand, right? Like, why does Apple have such good and strong following, right? There's something in the brand that's there that makes people love Apple. I hate Apple personally, but that's my own that's my own opinion. But obviously, they're one of the most successful companies of all time. They're doing something right? So, and I just think of the great commercials, even though I don't like Mac myself or Apple, those great commercials they had where, remember I'm a PC, I'm a Mac, and it was like Justin Long, I think, was doing those comparisons, and the PC guy was just in a suit, just this dorky old guy. And then Mac's this fun-loving kind of cool guy or whatever that just kind of gets the stuff done, right? So absolutely great marketing there. It's all part of the whole brand. So they do a phenomenal job. Anyways, but it's human-centered, right? And then using that approach by doing that type of work, and there's lots of research that's involved beforehand. Before even any work is done, you work with the company to figure out what their market is, who their customers are, and how they interact with them, blah, 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 all that stuff. Then doing that helps create the great brands, right? So starts and stops with people, really. So is that clear? What do you guys think? Let me know what you think about that. That'd be really good to know. What do you think? So then you just scroll down, it jumps right into a featured work. So I was thinking of just having one right now. And the biggest client that I have right now is the Ocean Frontier Institute, which is where I used to work. I've done lots of stuff with them. So what it's going to be, and these are the different services that I've done. So basically every featured work or every person or company that is on the on the work page or the portfolio page is going to list all the different services that I've utilized or that they've utilized in order to complete the project. So people kind of get an idea for what's been done for which project. And what I'm going to have is I'm going to create like an animation. So it's going to be on screen and something to do with the logo and some kind of wipe or whatever, using some colors. Anyways, I've done these animations in some of their visual identity, and putting it on there just makes kind of sense. And then it'll be like a visual thing that could catch people's eye when they're on the website. So I think that's going to look really, really cool, really sharp. So that's the featured work section of the whole, still on the homepage where you're scrolling down. And then you scroll down after the featured work, and then there's a title here that says, your brand speaks to who you are. This is a great brand aligns all your communications with your mission and vision. So one thing I'll just say, I wrote this all, I think I spent it's kind of crazy how much time this takes, but I think it was 5-6 hours yesterday, all the way up till 2 a.m. to kind of rewriting all this kind of stuff. So it's 6 hours of writing. So I'm rereading this now for the first time with fresh eyes, so maybe I'll spot something that doesn't make any sense. But okay, so a great brand aligns all your communications with your mission and vision. So what I'm trying to say here is that it is critical that your brand is in perfect alignment with who you are as a company, right? Which is your mission and vision. And it's got to align with those things, and it also has to align even internally with the people that work at the company as well too, right? So that's what I'm trying to say there. And does that make sense? A great brand aligns all your communications. Maybe a great brand aligns your mission and vision with how you communicate. A great brand aligns your mission and vision with, I want to say all your communications, because like I was saying yesterday, everything that you do and every single interaction you have with a customer is a part of your brand. How do you respond on emails? Is it more playful? Is it more serious? That's all part of your brand. That's all part of your identity, right? So a great brand aligns your mission and vision. Like, is this too I don't know what's the word, cheesy, too out there? A great brand aligns your mission and vision with how you communicate to the world. No, it doesn't align with your mission and how you communicate. So your brand aligns with your mission, and that directs your communication, right? Okay, what's the next sentence here? It answers the why of your business and resonates with like-minded people, creating meaningful connections that last a lifetime. So what I'm saying here is you have a strong brand, and when you have a strong brand, it lets people know why you're doing what you're doing. Like, why are you in business, right? And it resonates with those people, with people that think like you. Because let's be realistic. You're not going to have a business that resonates with every single human on the face of this planet. Like even a business like Walmart, for example, a big part of their brand and their identity is like the lowest prices. You'd think that every single person on this planet would love to pay less, right? But that's not true. A lot of people that are wealthier won't even go into Walmart because they don't want the hassle of there, and the stores aren't as clean as other stores. You know what I mean? They don't have like the high end stuff, right? So it's not going to align for everybody. So you want your brand to align with people that think like you, right? Like Apple. Like Apple is not for me because I don't think like them, but it does think, or a lot of people do think like that, and they're all of the same people. Like the thing is, like you go to San Francisco, the hipster whatever startups and whatever, everyone's got their $5,000 Apple, MacBooks or whatever it is, and their iPhones and drinking their expensive Starbucks coffee or what have you. That's like that kind of identity. Those people are they're very similar, right? So that's what I mean by targeting like-minded people. And then you create meaningful connections that last a lifetime, right? Like, so once you get that what I mean there is brand loyalty, right? Like once you connect with somebody and that person identifies with your brand because that speaks to who they are, then you can create these lifetime connections, which, are so critical to having long lasting, successful businesses. Having people support your brand. And I mean, look at Apple fanboys. I mean, they'll argue that they're the best thing ever, and they'll get into fights online with other people, that are talking down or smacking, Apple products, right? So that's how, it kind of creates that, it just creates it in the culture or whatever about that brand, right? So that's what you want. And that's what we want to build for people, right? I know this is pie in the sky too. Like I know I'm not, work with Pixel and then all of a sudden you're going to have a brand just like Nike in 10 days. So, but everything is done in small steps, right? So a great brand aligns your mission and how you communicate with how, okay. What was it before? And all right, let's put this. Okay, a great brand aligns your mission and vision with how you communicate to the world. A great brand aligns all your communications with your mission and vision. Okay. So is that even too verbose, saying mission and vision? Maybe it should just be your mission. Like, what's your mission, right? Forget about the vision for a second. But what's your mission? A great brand aligns your mission with, what does it align it with? It aligns it with your communications. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, let's think about this, or let's listen to this. A great brand aligns your mission with how you communicate to the world. It answers the why of your business and resonates with like-minded people, creating meaningful connections that last a lifetime. It answers the why of, or should I say it answers your why? And just leave it at that. Like it answers, it answers your why. And then that's it. It answers your why and resonates with like-minded people. But do people understand that? I don't know if everyone's going to, not everyone has read Start With Why or any of that, those kinds of, those philosophies of understanding what it is you do as a company, or why it's important to understand why you do something as a company. So great brands. I have to go back and listen to the tape. Did I just say something to change up that first sentence just a little bit? A great brand aligns your mission with how you communicate to the world. So it answers the why of your business, or answers the why you're in business. It answers the why of your business. Or it's an answer to the why. Okay. It answers the why of your business. And so, like, I'm not saying it resonates, but it's something along the lines of, we should almost put this in like review mode so I could make notes. Can we do that? Yeah, we'll do. That actually might be a better thing to do. But let's just see if I can clean this up and then maybe go to track changes. Okay. A great brand aligns your mission with how you communicate to the world. It answers the why of your business. It's like, and allows so it's like a great brand answers the why of your business, and a great brand resonates with like-minded people, which then creates meaningful connections, right? So that's what we're trying to say. And does that come across? A great brand aligns your mission with how you communicate to the world. It answers the why of your business and resonates with like-minded people, creating meaningful connections that last a lifetime. So it answers the why of your business. Or it answers the why, or it tells people. What do you want to say? Oh, this is just gonna simple. It tells people. So you don't want to use some passive language like, oh, it informs people of your why, or it. A great brand. Okay, so I like the first sentence. A great brand aligns your mission with how you communicate to the world or with the world. And you already used with there. A great brand aligns your mission with how you communicate to the world. It answers the why of your business. And should it say, should it be like this? Which resonates with like-minded people, creating meaningful connections that last a lifetime. Yeah, I think. Oh, do we have it? I think we might have it. A great brand aligns your mission with how you communicate to the world. It answers the why of your business, which resonates with like-minded people and creates and creates meaningful connections that last a lifetime. Oops. A great brand aligns your mission with how you communicate to the world. It answers the why of your business, which resonates with like-minded people and creates meaningful connections that last a lifetime. Are you ready to unlock the potential of your brand? Get in touch with us. We can't wait to learn about your business. To learn or to hear? We can't wait to hear about. Oh, we don't need. Hear or learn? I don't know. Okay. And that's just going to be like a underlined link. Okay. And then, all right. So that's pretty good. So that's like below. So you have the hero section, then it has the featured work, then it has below that kind of another call to action kind of area. This is about your brand. Do you want a good brand? Do you want your brand to resonate with the world? Do you want to create meaningful connections with your customers? Connections that are going to last a lifetime? Well, click here to get in touch with us. Go down there from the journal. So this is like the blog, but I think I like the idea of calling it a journal. And why is because of this. So welcome to our digital playground. We publish thoughts and insights from the creative world. So why I worded it like this is because I really love the idea of publishing the thoughts and insights, because it's more kind of free flowing information, kind of like what this podcast is it's just ideas and thoughts. And are they always going to be right? No, it's just going to be things that we're thinking about, just like things change, especially when you're dealing in the creative space, you can just look at trends, right? One day it's really good for having, yellow mixed in with blue, whatever it is. And then the next day it's not, right? It's not trendy anymore. Or there's different colors and different patterns, different things that are good to do, and then things that aren't as good to do, right? So it's an always evolving space. And that's the idea that I want to put here, that this is not like formal blog posts of like, hey, we've successfully had, $5 billion of venture capital, blah, 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 blah. No, this is just a place to come, chill out. Let's just talk about it. Let's have a coffee. Let's discuss what's going on in the industry, what's going on with branding. What do we think make good brands, right? What do we think about what certain companies have done in order to really propel their brand, right? Just an open blank canvas to kind of have these kind of chill conversations. So that's the idea behind that. So that's from the journal, and then that gets you to, there'll be like a couple of the featured blog posts, and then there'll be like, click here to go see more articles, and then you go down to the journal page. And then below that, then there's the call to action, which goes to a contact page. I don't know exactly what that's going to look like, but it's just going to be a big thing, ready to start building your brand or ready to get in touch. Let's have a chat. And then it'll just be a big button that'll take you to the contact page. And then there's the footer section. And then that's it. And then from the footer section, I'll just scroll down here for a bit. The footer section, just kind of like a tagline, I guess, building brands that inspire. That's what we do. Kind of like that. Hopefully that's not taken. You got to think with like all the stuff that's out there, like, did somebody else write something like that? I don't know. Okay. So second page is the work page. And a heading there, transforming businesses through design. Yeah, because I'm working with multiple businesses. So what that just means is like, here's just a look of the different clients that we've worked with that we've transformed, I guess, right? And through design. I don't know. Is that too cheesy? I don't know. I mean, I think it's a little bit better than, I mean, you could say something, you know, great companies that we've worked with, you know, but that's a little, yeah, it's a little bit meh. But is this too much? Is this like over the top? Is this like transforming this? Calm down. No one's transforming anything. It's like, you know, it's like, well, you made a website. Just relax, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's too much. We'll see. Okay. Anyways, that's just a little thing. It's not too critical, but still something to think about. So number 3, the services page. Okay. So on the top navigation, there's a button for services, and you click there, and this is what we offer. We're a full service creative studio that's an extension of your team. Should it be like, we're a full service creative studio that works as or like? Right. So the idea here is, again, we love people. Oh, so right down to the next line. Okay, let's read. Before I get to that thought, let's read the next line. Our people-first approach lets us work with your team to create great brands, engaging applications, and highly consumable digital content. Right. So there, it's just giving a little bit of a taste or an idea of the different things that we do, right? We're not just a branding agency. We're also a company that is highly specialized in creating applications and also creating content. So that's what that sentence is trying to do there. Is that too much? I don't know. Okay, so let's go back to the first line. We're a full service creative studio that works. Yeah, that works like an extension of your team. But then we're also mentioning team here again. We're a full service creative studio that works as an extension of your team. Our people first approach lets us. Yeah, it seems a little bit. I mean, that's not what lets us do it. Our people first approach to work well with your team. Our people first approach or something like this. Here we go. Using our people first approach we work with your team to create great brands, engaging applications, and highly consumable digital content. Yeah, I like that. That's better. Using our people-first approach, we work with your team to create great brands, engaging applications. I mean, this could even be deleted too. You can argue, and I would listen to those arguments. Because does this need to be said here? And what does that mean? It's like, whoa, using our people-first approach. It might not be clear in this context. We're a full-service creative studio that works we don't work like an extension. We are an extension. We're part of your team. Your business is my business. It's beneficial for me. It's beneficial for us if your business is successful. We want you to be successful because then we're successful just by extension or association. We're a full service creative studio that works as an extension of your team. Right? We work with you. Yeah. So what are the services? So there's going to be like one big bold fonts and letters or numbers in this case. 01, web design. Your website is the heartbeat of your business, pumping vital nutrients to your external platforms via engaging content and on-brand communications. Okay. That's a little mouthful. We help ensure that your website has the ability to carry your brand forward well into the future. We help ensure that your website has the ability to carry your brand forward. Okay, so the idea I'm trying to get across here is your website is almost like your central hub of everything, of like your business, right? It's like the heartbeat. It's the lifeblood. It provides the lifeblood to everything that you do, right? So from your website, you post on social media, whatever. It's like the home base, right? So like your heartbeat. Your website is a heartbeat of your business, pumping vital nutrients. Although the pumping vital nutrients is a little bit like the nutrients, and what I'm saying is pumping the vital nutrient. That's the content. That's the content that you're creating, right? Your content, of course, is in line with your brand, and that's all your communications, right? So your website is a heartbeat of your business. Guiding communications. Right. So your website is the heartbeat of your business, guiding communications that align directly with your brand. Yeah. I mean, I like what else going with this whole, pumping nutrients, via engaging content. So, but your website guides your communications. Nope. I don't know what that was. Let's save that in case something goes awry. Oh my goodness, it's already been over 30 minutes, and this is supposed to be short. I got to get going. Your website is the heartbeat of your business, guiding communications that align with your brand. So your heartbeat doesn't guide, your heartbeat delivers, right? So delivering communications through engaging content that align with your brand. Oh, that wasn't tracking? Oh, that's annoying. Your website is the heartbeat of your business, delivering communications through engaging content that align with your brand. This is better anyways. Your website is the heartbeat of your business, delivering communications through engaging content that align with your brand. We help ensure that your website has the ability to carry your brand forward well into the future. So this is saying you want to make sure that your brand or that your website can grow with you, right? So that as you grow and your brand grows into, itself, I guess you can say, or as it matures, that we want the website to be able to mature with you, with the brand. If that makes any sense. Which it might not be, which is why I talk about this stuff so I can sort this out in my head. We help ensure that your website has the ability to carry your brand. Does carry your brand forward well into the future, or carry your brand into the future? It's like, or carry your brand now and into the future, right? We help ensure that your website has the ability to carry your brand forward well into the future. Is there a comma there? We help ensure that your website has the ability to carry your brand forward well into the future. Maybe that's just how I speak. Okay, I think we'll get to services, and then we'll have to stop it there and finish it off tomorrow. It's important to get this content right. I didn't think it was going to take me this long, but it is. And here we are. Okay, number 2, application development. Sometimes you need more than a website. You need a product that serves your customers. Our human-centric process ensures that we focus on gaining a deep understanding of your business goals so we can build an application that solves your customers' problems. All right. So again, human-centric process means we're going to take the time to learn about your business, learn about your customers, and make sure that we're solving the right problem for those customers, right? Nothing's worse than building an application that nobody wants. It's a huge waste of time, and even worse, a huge waste of money. No, wasting time is the worst. Money, you could make more money, but time, you can't make more time. Wasting time is the worst thing that you can do. And we don't want that. Your time is valuable. You want to work with us, we want to get it right the first time. I don't know how many times I've heard from people spending 6 figures on building applications and they get nothing. They have little just jack. It's immensely frustrating for everyone. So you got to look at the human side. What are you trying to build? Who are you trying to build it for? What problem are you trying to solve? You got to talk to people, look at people, figure that out. You got to do all that before you even write a single line of code, right? So our human-centric process, is it our process or approach? /approach? But I guess I use the word process because, there's the process, I guess, on like as a page, right? It's a tab. Our human-centric approach ensures that we focus on gaining a deep understanding of your business goals so we can build an application that solves your customers' problems. And I like that. I think that works. I just don't know whether to say process or approach. Okay, let's move on. Brand strategy. Brand is more than a logo. Or your brand. No, just brand. Brand is more than a logo. It's how you answer emails, speak on the phone, publish a post, and interact on social media. Every time you communicate, you are shaping your brand. Developing your brand strategy ensures that all communications align with your brand, which is a representation of who you are and why you exist. Developing your brand strategy ensures that all communications developing your brand strategy ensures, that all communications align with your brand, which is a representation of who you are. Is that needed? Developing your brand ensures that all communications align with your brand. Yeah, so I think the question that I'm trying to answer here in that statement is, you're developing your brand ensures that all communications align with your brand. Great. Why would I want to do that? Why? Well, because your brand is a representation of who you are and why you exist. And that allows your customers to connect with you on that personal level, right? Every time you communicate, you are shaping your brand and allowing people to connect with it. Maybe if I say that here, every time you communicate, you are shaping your brand and so you're not allowing it. It's like every little piece that you put out there is one little piece that'll help shape in other people's minds who you are, right? You're shaping your brand now in the minds. That's getting too, I'm just say in the minds of your customers. Every time you communicate, you are shaping your brand. Developing your brand strategy ensures that all communications align with your brand and align to your brand and to like-minded people, aka customers. Developing your brand strategy ensures that all communications align with your brand which need to or am I going too much into the weeds here? Or are people going to get that message when they read, the homepage, and especially that big brand piece on the homepage? Brand is more than a logo. It's how you answer emails, speak on the phone, publish a post, and interact on social media. Every time you communicate, with someone, you are shaping your brand in their minds. Developing your brand strategy ensures that all communications align with your brand and represent who you are and and accurately represent who you are. Every time you communicate with someone, you are shaping your brand in their mind. So developing your brand strategy ensures that all communications accurately represent no. Developing your brand strategy ensures that all communications align with your brand and something like have the potential to impact, like your customers. That's just really bad. But developing your brand strategy ensures that all communications align with your brand. Like making sure that everyone's on the same page, right? Sort of, but not really. Every time you communicate with someone, you are. Every time you communicate, you are shaping your brand. Maybe it's if it's one sentence. You are shaping your brand and developing your brand strategy ensures that all those communications align with your brand. Right? Brand is more than a logo. It's how you answer emails, speak on a phone, and interact on social media. Publish a post and interact on social media. I feel like that's even getting too verbose. It's how you answer emails, speak on the phone, and interact on social media. Every time you communicate, you are shaping your brand. You are shaking your brand. And I want to say like therefore, right? Therefore, developing your brand strategy ensures that all communications align with your brand. Although therefore seems a little bit too formal. Therefore, vis-a-vis. Accordingly, every time you communicate, you are shaping your brand. Therefore, developing, developing your brand strategy, but you want to use especially when you're in text. Every time you communicate, you are shaping your brand. Therefore, developing your brand strategy ensures that all communications are always in alignment with your brand. But that's another way of saying ensures that all communications align with your brand. Okay, that's good for now, I think. Visual identity. Visual identity is the means by which you communicate your brand. These elements include things like your logo, stationery, typography, and even your color palette. We provide you with all the tools and guidelines necessary to allow you to effectively communicate We provide you with all the tools and guidelines necessary we provide you with all the tools and guidelines necessary to allow you to effectively communicate in alignment with your brand every time. So it's like, you create like a guideline book or you develop a series of products, like you have different templates, for Microsoft Word or PowerPoint or Excel even, and kind of a playbook on how to create specific items, whether that's for online posts or whatever. You basically have like a brand guideline book, and that provides you the steps that you need to follow in order to make sure that you're consistent with your brand, right? We provide you with all the tools and guidelines necessary to allow you to effectively communicate. It's just like in a way that is in alignment with your brand every time. We provide you with all the tools and guidelines necessary that allow you. So now I have to be careful of the different tenses and that how we're speaking. And what do I mean by that? Is that the right word? So like, we provide you with all the tools necessary that allow you. Or what did I have before? We provide you with all the tools necessary to allow you. Like, you know what I mean? That's the tools necessary that allow you. Like, it will allow you to do something, or necessary to allow you that if you were to do this, this is what it will do. Man, English is complicated. The English language. Okay. Oh, we're past the time. There's no way I'm going to be able to run my errands now. Oh, that's okay. This is more important. Visual identity is the means by which you communicate. The means by which you communicate your brand. These elements include things like your logo, stationery, typography, and even your color palette. I don't know if you need to reuse the word your all the time. We provide you with all the tools and guidelines necessary that allow you, I think this is better, that allow you to effectively communicate in a way that is in alignment with your brand every time. So the idea is that we make it easy for you by providing templates. We give you all the guidelines and all the tools and all the training that is necessary for you to understand what are the right ways to communicate that strengthen and reinforce your brand, as opposed to the ways that, do harm to your brand, right? Okay. Content creation. Our experience. Oh, my phone is ringing. Hang on a second, guys. Hello? Well, I don't know what that was. Sorry about that. They just hung up. Okay. Content creation. Number 5. Our experienced creative team is here to work with you to create high quality content for your business. Content can be created as needed or on a regular basis to meet your business needs. We specialize in creating high quality videos, educational courses, video podcasts, product and portrait photography, and written articles. Now, right, so this one is a little bit blasé because it's just content creation. It's like, this is what we can do for you either as a one-off thing, or it could be a recurring thing, which is a regular basis, right? So, if it's like, hey, I need you to help me create YouTube videos. We want, to hire you like once a month on a recurring basis to make our YouTube videos, right? Something like that. So what I'm thinking though, should I say something like the content you create is super valuable and is important to resonate with people? I don't think so. I think I just want to get to the point here. This is what we do, right? So maybe we should just say, we should start with, we specialize in creating high quality videos, educational courses, and also with that courses, that's also creating like membership websites too. So that's part of that whole thing, which is the application development. And so, but here we didn't also talk about the types of apps. There's so many different types of apps. I think we're gonna have to see how the site does. And then I think with all the different ways that we're going to be communicating to people on the Pixel YouTube channel, as well as the journal, like I spoke to earlier, there's going to be all these different ways that we're going to communicate what it is that we do for people. So And we're going to be getting to the educational space as well too, in terms of teaching people certain things. So I think people will come to know what it is that we can do. So that being said, do we go like this? We specialize in creating high quality videos, educational courses, video podcasts, product and portrait photography, and written articles. And then go, our experienced creative team is here to work with you to create high quality content for your business. And then we could say, no. Nah. What the? Why can't I get rid of that space? There we go. So we specialize in creating high quality content. We specialize in creating high quality videos, educational courses, video podcast, product and portrait photography, and written articles. Our experienced creative team is here to work with you to create high quality content for your business. Content can be created as needed or on a regular basis to meet your business needs. I guess that sounds a little bit more selly, like more of a sales pitch. Oh, we can create it as needed, a one-time low fee of whatever. Okay. So number 4, the process. So 4th page, big title. Well, process. We're all about people. Brands are built by people, for people, and our process has been molded by over a decade of building successful brands for businesses of all sizes. And what is that process? Well, we're going to get into it. Number 1, understanding the opportunity. Each project begins with us gaining a deep understanding of your business, goals, and customer needs. We use a combination of questionnaires and in-person meetings to unlock key information. Your business becomes our business. Our human-first approach allows us to gather the knowledge we need in order to ensure the success of your project. And again, that speaks to really understanding what problem it is that you're trying to solve before you actually go out and solve it. Because if you don't have a good understanding, you don't have those fundamentals. Like anyone says, you try to build any kind of house without a foundation, it's just going to fall. It's going to collapse, right? Like house cards. You got to have that foundation. And when you're building an application or a brand or whatever, you got to know who you're speaking to, what you're trying to say, what it is that you do. There's all kinds of things that need to be understood before you go ahead and create a solution. You know, it's like those things, you don't create a solution and then go try to find a problem out there that that solution is for. You know, that's backwards thinking, and it rarely works. So number 2, second step in the process, define how you build brand and products. I'm just reading that sentence and it didn't make any sense to me. So this is our process, right? Right. So what this is saying is, like, during this step of the process, we define how to build the brand. Right? How to build brand. Should it be like, right? What's the process? Understanding the opportunity. That's step 1. Number 2, define how to build your brand and products. Define how to build your brand and products. Yeah. We use all the information and research gathered in the previous step to create a roadmap of all the products that we'll build as part of your new brand. New brand and product. Oh, no. Sorry. It's a little bit weird because it's not every client that we're going to work with is going to be looking for building, like, I'm trying to think, like building a brand, right? They might just be looking for an application, right? So if they're building for an application, you're building a product, right? There's no new brand, right? Or maybe it could be define what to build, right? So we use all the information and research gathered in the previous step to create a roadmap of all the products we'll need to build. All the products that we'll need to build, as well as yeah, this is where it gets a little tricky. Who are you talking to? Are you talking to somebody that needs a website, or are you talking to someone that needs a brand, which can also include a website, right? We use all the information and research gathered in the previous step to create a roadmap of all the products that we'll build. Like either as a standalone product or as part of your new brand. Yeah, and this is where it gets a little too verbose for my liking, where the clarity is starting to slip away. We use all the information and research gathered in the previous step to create a roadmap all the products that we'll build. This process is the same whether we're building a new brand or a complex application. We use all the information and research gathered in the previous step to create a roadmap of all the products that we'll build. Maybe we could just leave it at that. Like, listen, we're just going to define what we're building. If we're building a brand, that's what it is. But I guess because I'm using the word products. But it could be the same. If you're building a brand, you're still part of that. It's still creating products at the end of the day. Whether you're creating a logo or, I mean, is coming up with a color template or color, like palette. That's not so much a product. But either way, we're defining what it is that we're building. Define what to build. We use all the information and research gathered in the previous step to create a roadmap of all the products that we'll build. This ensures that both your team and our team are fully aligned in our goals. We need to make sure everyone's on the same page. So step 3 is create and iterate. Each week, your team will have the opportunity to review and provide feedback on the previous week's work. So we use asynchronous project communication, which allows you and your team to review work before meeting. Again, to save time. Our process keeps you in the loop at every step, and you'll always know where we are and what to expect. Right? So you always know where we are, in the process and what to expect. So I have ways of communicating with my clients and disseminating the information that they need to know regarding the work that we've done to date, right? So if there's been work done on wireframing, we do the work And then we send that off to the client, and then they can review it at their own time. We don't set a meeting right away. We review it at their own time, and they can review it. They can either send feedback through various means of communication. We can get to that later on, if you're interested in finding that out. And then we go back and forth. And then when we do have a meeting to make sure things, if there's more things that we need to discuss. Anyway, the point is it limits meetings, right? We talk, we go back and forth. And then when we meet, then we can hammer out some details that might be more important to meet in person than just, little details, back and forth that we can easily do through emails or various other applications. But always keeping everyone in the loop, and they need to review, approve, move on to the next thing. Step 4, launch, training, and content creation. Here we collaborate. Here we celebrate the journey of working together to create and launch your new brand, ushering in a new era for your company. So here is interesting. I've talked specifically just about branding, not building like a website design. So is Pixel Media going to be more of a branding company then? I don't know. Let's find out. Here we celebrate the journey of working together. The journey of working together to create and launch your new brand, ushering in a new era for your company. But this is just the beginning as we continue to work together to create high quality video, photo, and written content that reinforces your brand across all your platforms. So this is another way to kind of tie into this number 5 here about content creation is that, okay, yeah, here's your new website, here's your new brand, instead of saying, oh, away you go, let's continue to work together. And you know what? Well, we know your brand. We're intimate with the work that you do. You don't have a video team or a comms team or what have you. Let's work together so we can help you create and craft content that you can then take and use and deploy it into social media or wherever that help get your brand out there, help get the word of what it is that you do, reach more people, get more business, right? And let's work together on that. Yeah. And then number 5 is the journal. That's again what I said about just a place where it's like our blog. And I have pixels to enjoy, a conscious stream of thoughts and insights from the world of branding, design, and people. Maybe this is a little bit too, what's the word when you're using too many fancy words? I don't know what that is. What is it called when you use too many fancy words? Obviously, I don't know. So maybe I generally don't use too many fancy words, which is why maybe I laughed when I read this. A conscious stream, not a conscious, maybe it's a continuous, a stream of conscious stream, a conscious stream of thoughts. Does that even make any sense? So I think what I'm trying to say is that, again, you go to the journal and it's just, this is what's on our mind. It's kind of like unfiltered a little bit and uncensored. Yeah, it's not like this live, but it's like, this is just a stream of what we're thinking. These are the things that we've learned along the way. Like for example, there's things that I know about business right now that I think are like really great. And then I could talk about it. It's like, hey, if you're trying to do something about business, then maybe you should try this. But then in 6 months from now, a year from now, I could be like, wow, how stupid was I? Like there's a difference between a company that makes $100,000 a year versus $1 million. And then from there, there's bottlenecks to get to 10 million. And from there, there's even more bottlenecks to get to 100 million, right? There's all these different things you learn along the way that you build upon. So I just want to, and then those things that you built upon, you're like, oh, actually they worked good at this small stage, but now when I want to 10X my company, they don't really work as well anymore. So I have to reframe my mind. So it's that like idea of just, and I think I use the word consciousness, like, oh, just streaming my consciousness, like just like download. I think I do this the Matrix kind of stuff, like just plug in and just download my thoughts. I'm gonna bring this by to Andrea and see what she thinks about this. A conscious stream of thoughts. Like, does that even make any sense? A stream of conscious thoughts and insights. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I'll see what she says. Because that doesn't make any sense, I don't think. All right, and the contact form. So thank you for considering us for your next project. Please fill out the form below and let us know about your projects. Please fill out the form below And please let us, yeah, sorry, okay. Please fill out the form below and let us know about your project and how we can help you reach your goals. Right, so the contact, yeah. Please fill out the form below and let us know about your project. I feel like, please fill out the form below, let us know about your project and how we can help you reach your goals. Please fill out the form below and let us know about your project. So I don't know if you need to put a comma there because you're using and too many times to like join things together. Please fill out the form below. Let us know about your project and how we can help. No, so there's no, please fill out the form below and let us know about your project and how we can help you reach your goals. Please fill out the form below and let us know about your project and how we can help you reach your goals. Yeah, I think that works. There's only 2 ands. So in the contact form, your full name, email address, the company you work for, what can we help you with? So that's that's a text area. Tell us a little bit about, oh, no. What can you help with? That's a drop down. So it's going to be options. So, rebranding my company. I need a new website. An application and looking to make like content. Should I just say branding? What can I help you with? Oh, branding. Or say like, I need a website. Or I need to build an application. Looking to make content. A mix of everything. I gotta figure out, there's gotta be like, I need. So this ties into our services, right? Obviously. So web design, application development, brand strategy, visual identity, content creation. So branding, I need a new website. I need to build an application. But this is like plain English, right? What can I help you with? Oh, you can help me with branding. Or say, I need a new brand. Or rebrand, no. New/rebrand. So create or update a brand. What can I help you with? Well, I need to create. You just say, You can help me with building an application. Create or update a brand, a new website, building an application. Just say content creation. Okay. So tell us about your project. So this is where that's going to be an input field where they could jot down what it is that they want. What is your timeline? That's just going to be, should it be a drop down? Like 1 month, 3 month, whatever. I think we'll just let them type it in. And they could just say like, oh, I need it in 3 months or whatever. And then what is your budget? So just a range. Yeah. Okay. That's it. So much for being a shorter stream, or a little over an hour. And yeah. Okay, so that's not so bad. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to print this off, and then I'm going to give this to Andrea, and then have her read this, and she can tell me what she thinks. Yeah. Sorry, I'm scrolling through it. I'm looking at things. I like it. I think it's coming across nicely. I think there's a few things that we can tighten up, but I think for a first go, if this was on a website, I would be pretty happy with it. I wouldn't have any complaints. So maybe there's a few things that we can tweak here and there, and other than that, I think we're good to go. So there's a huge other piece of copy that's missing, and that's for each individual client or each work that I'm going to showcase on the work page. I need to have all that content written. So I'll probably work on that either tonight. No, I don't know if I'll have time tonight. It'll be way into the night. Then maybe I'll do that tonight, or that'll be done tomorrow. I really want to get into wireframing some stuff though. Patience, young Padawan. So yeah, so what will we do tomorrow? Do we do the content? Is that boring? It needs to be done. So I'll try to do the content tonight, or even tomorrow morning. I'll try to get that done. So then tomorrow on our stream, we can do a little bit more fun stuff, get the overhead camera going, and work on creating some more wireframes and doing maybe more full page wireframes. I got some bigger paper that we could bust out, and we could see more of, we could just see more of what we're thinking the layout is going to be, and really start to figure out that layout. And then maybe even do a little bit of work on the brand itself, because we're talking about branding and we're a branding company, and maybe we're going to do a little bit of work on Pixel. But the thing is too, is there's a difference as well too, is because I want to get this out the door as quickly as possible. So I might, just like with a client, depending on how much money they spend, you might have a little bit less of, less time doing, the research phase or whatever. Actually, no, I never skip on the research phase. That's the most important stuff. But this is actually a really good point. So if a customer's not going to have enough money to pay for this, then they're just not going to get it. That's just the way it is. And yeah, that's right. What am I thinking? And that's where we send them. Like, if you just want a website without thinking about us doing any research or whatever, market analysis, blah, 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 all that stuff, then you just head into Pixel's little tiny little brother's website. And then you just say like, hey, this is what I'm looking for. We just use components, whatever, slap together a website that still looks great. But of course, it's not branded or anything in terms of what is that you do. And then that's it. Then that's what you can do. But for this, serious companies want to build a brand that want and respect the process. And yeah. So, but I guess a lot of my work is done in here. Like, I already have it in here. So, but this is why this is good, I guess, to do this like this, so we can talk it out and figure things out. And yeah. So, I don't know. This is helpful for me, even though, I just feel like I'm just talking to myself, but that's okay. I get lots of it. I get lots out of it. And if you watch these too, and you're starting your own company and your own business, I hope you get stuff out of this as well too. So that would be fantastic. And if you do get something out of it, just let me know. That would certainly make my day. But either way, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And we're going to end the stream now, and we'll see you tomorrow. As always, have a good one.